Hello, how you doing? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2023 and another part of the Williams Road to Glory career mode. Today we are getting right into the Mexican Grand Prix. It's going to be a very intense one. There's wet weather about. I think it could be a very interesting qualifying session. To put it mildly, we've got a very good car setup for both drivers. Not a lot happened between the races, so I thought we'd just head straight into the action of Q1. So let's get into it. Here we go. Leave a like if you enjoy and all of that good stuff. Right, straight away we need to have a look at when it's going to dry. And it is annoying that there never ever in this game seems to be a qualifying session where it's all wet. Or even a race where it's all wet, to be honest with you. It's always changeable conditions. It's just very predictable, to be honest. Which is a shame. It just means that we know we can sit in this garage and let all the others go and burn up their wet tyres. It is going to be wet for the race as well, so that certainly does make it interesting. I mean, maybe our weather forecast is wrong. It's still raining at the moment. Is it going to stop? Yes, it is just about going to stop in time, I think. So we can get ourselves onto some soft tyres. Sonoda has some more of the soft tyres this time. Right, we'll send Sonoda out there. And also Esteban Ocon, and unfortunately they are out there in some traffic. It could turn out quite awful. This might not be exactly what we want here. But Sonoda's going to be following through with Esteban Ocon. They're going to need to put in a smashing lap here to get themselves out of the drop zone. Now, Max Verstappen, he's also in the drop zone at the moment. And I think everybody that crosses the line is now going to have a big improvement. Now, where will Ocon fit into all of this? Will he have to slow down here? He has had to. And this could cost Esteban Ocon and Yuki Tsunoda a place in Q2. This would be an absolute disaster for us. But we're right in the midst of all the traffic. And now coming up, we're coming through the middle sector. I don't think it's going to be anything special here. And even Yuki Tsunoda's having to lift off here. But now it should be a clear run to the line. I've no idea if this is going to be enough. He needs to be in the 1:16s, really, if he is to get through. He's coming across the line, and Ocon goes 8th, Tsunoda goes 13th. He is through. Now, what about Max Verstappen? He's going to knock out his teammate, if anybody. He looks okay out there. I don't think he is on... No, he's on a flying lap. And I think this will be more than enough to get through, although now he was slightly held up by the Ferrari there, but should be more than enough. But he's going to knock out his teammate Charles Leclerc in the first session of qualifying, because here comes Max Verstappen. He's coming up to the line. What's it going to be as he heads over the line? It's 4th place and Leclerc is out. Wow. Well, that was a very intense first qualifying session. Ocon through in 8th. Wow. Right, let's go for the scrub tyres. I want to try and save as many dry tyres for tomorrow as possible. We're going to head straight out there without fail, because that rain is going to come pretty shortly. I think everybody's going to join us and be out there as well, but this will be an unaffected lap. And it's going to be Yuki Tsunoda, actually, that heads up to the line. He's going to be quickest, I think. A 1:15.5 for Ocon and a 1:15.4 for Yuki Tsunoda. We'll let everybody else come over the line, and we'll see where we end up. 5th and 6th. Very, very good there. And I think that's all she wrote for this session. Max Verstappen, quickest. And there comes the rain. So De Vries, Bottas, Norris, Piastri, and Théo Pourchaire are all going to be out in Q2. It's a pity that that we can't that we can't just skip to the end, if you like, but there's only 3 minutes left, that's okay. But yeah, nobody should be improving. And yeah, nobody's even really trying. I mean, Pourchaire did give it a go, but couldn't get any improvements, and he is out of qualifying. But we're through to Q3, which, you know, is a pretty good result, all things considered. Okay, let's have a look now. When is it? Oh, well, I tell you what. What did I say? You never get a qualifying session where it is wet all the way through. Well, this time we have. So let's ride on board with Esteban Ocon and see if he can't go and stick it on pole position. It is getting wetter all the time. I think those towards the back of the group, they're going to have a slower track to work with than what we currently have. So Yuki Tsunoda is leading the way, then Ocon's going to follow through. And in that first sector, Ocon was 2/10 quicker because of the toe there. So this could be a real chance to get onto pole position here for Esteban Ocon coming through the middle sector. It's a purple for Tsunoda, but pretty much matched by Esteban Ocon. Here we come then, round the final corner. Is this going to be the time that gets us onto pole? Tsunoda goes quickest with a 1:22.1. Ocon goes quicker. Yeah, and what about Stroll? He only goes 3rd. Yeah, and here comes Sergio Perez.
Currently P1.
He's going to come over the line. Is he going to take... Oh, he goes 2nd. Very good time from him. What about Magnussen? Can Magnussen do it? Yeah, the track isn't getting as wet as we thought. Russell's took pole. 1:21.7 from him. Wow, what a time that is. Verstappen now over the line. He goes 5th. Gasly over the line. Where's he going to go? He goes 6th. Sainz is the last one that could ruffle the feathers of everybody. Sainz goes 2nd. And it is indeed a Ferrari 1-2. And I think that's pretty much going to be that. Because of the rain that's falling. We could give it another go. And see if there's any improvements there, but I think because of the extra downpour, I just don't think there'll be anything. And yeah, it is just yellows, unfortunately.
P5.
Actually, if you look at the last lap,
pretty good lap.
they're
Keep focus on the brakes on the way in if you can.
you know, 3 seconds off the pace there, so we'll send them into the pit lane. I don't think there's going to be anything else. But 3rd and 5th, we will certainly take that as we go into the race tomorrow. We know it's going to be a wet one, so we're going to have to be on it with the strategy.
It's race day, and final preparations are underway.
We've seen some unbelievable action around the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez in the past. Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel had to fight off both Red Bull drivers only to be demoted off the podium in 2016 in what was a highly controversial moment.
Any thoughts on Esteban Ocon and his performance this weekend, Karun?
You know what, Crofty? They're performing well above what's been expected of them so far. All in all, not a bad place to be.
Well, there's some serious decision-making ahead for the teams and the drivers at the Mexico City Grand Prix.
Okay, right, let's get ourselves into it. So it looks like it's starting off dry, this race, and then it is going to get heavy in the middle of it. Always very tough to work out what you're going to need to do. It's a tough one because I do think a sort of two-stopper, two soft stints will probably be the best thing to do. Two aggressive soft stints before the rain. I think that's going to be the best way to do it. And then come in and pop on, let's say, the intermediate tyres, and that'll probably last us until the end of the race. So that's what we're going to go with for Esteban Ocon. For Yuki Tsunoda, we might try and brave it out on the hard tyres all the way until the rain comes. I think that will be doable. So let's go for intermediate tyres there. And so he's on a 137.38. What is Ocon? 137.32. So it could work out quicker going Ocon's way, but it will all depend really on sort of where we end up and, you know, following certain cars. But Tsunoda's starting behind. I think trying to run him a little bit longer out of the traffic, I think that could work. So that's what we're going to go for. Let's get ourselves into this Mexican Grand Prix.
We're nearly ready to get started here. 71 laps, 17 turns. It's the Mexico City Grand Prix. And for that man, Mick Schumacher, this could be an interesting race.
It's a P17 grid start for them in this race, but maybe they can get through the pack cleanly and move up the field.
And the time has come. Let's go racing. What will happen
Here we
next?
go then.
We're about to find out at the Mexico City Grand Prix. And it's lights out.
Lights out,
And
away we go.
You have energy.
And we are going to try and be aggressive from the start here with both drivers. But it's George Russell. That's got off to a good start.
Use the overtake.
And then Carlos Sainz is second, although Esteban Ocon looks like he's going to try around the outside, and he does get past Carlos Sainz there. And Yuki Tsunoda also trying to get past Sergio Perez, and it looks like most people near, well, actually it's about a 50-50 split, have started on the soft tyres compared to the medium. Yuki Tsunoda the only one starting on the hard tyre, and therefore hopefully the only one that is going to be able to be aggressive in this first stint. In that way, but we know the heavy rain is coming. It's always so tough to judge, isn't it? But yeah, two Ferraris battling it out. Russell and Sainz, of course. Russell on the medium tyres here, so that's going to make things interesting for him. But Yuki Tsunoda, P5 as it stands. I'm going to pop that into neutral. We're going to pop that into aggressive. Tsunoda's going to go aggressive and neutral. And DRS is enabled now. Yeah, very important that Esteban Ocon stays in front of Sergio Perez for now. But yeah, it's going to be an incredibly interesting Grand Prix, isn't it? And well, I mean, Leclerc all the way down in 13th. It's a bit of a chance for Ocon to gain some points and try and get back into second in the championship. I mean, if we look at it, Esteban Ocon would go back ahead of him at present. And here goes Ocon then round the outside of Sergio Perez. That'll turn into the inside, back into the outside, and DRS open once again. And he is comfortably through. But Perez comes almost immediately back at him. which is quite amazing, really. I'm going to pop some ERS in as well to try and get past this Ferrari of George Russell, if we can. The sooner we can do that, the better, really. Well, that Mercedes is looking rather rapid, but here we go. Oh, could have had a moment there. It's quite funny, really. Right, Tsunoda managing to stay in front of Piastri for now, which is good.
They're at the peak now. Probably.
Now here goes Ocon down the inside of Russell. I thought that was going to be the moment for him, and well, it very much nearly was. DRS open now, and he is going to get past Sergio Perez as well. Ocon up into second place. Absolutely fantastic from him. He's got DRS to try and pull away as well. Okay, let's zoom it forward a little bit. Yeah, hopefully stay with that Mercedes car. That's the plan anyway. And Tsunoda now back down to 7th place. But eventually people's tyres will drop off. We're expecting about lap 31 is going to be the time that the rain comes. Now, ourselves and Perez are sort of slingshotting our way towards Carlos Sainz, getting a little bit closer every lap. And now within 2 seconds of Carlos Sainz. And here we go then, into the pit window we come, and we're going to go attacking now.
Just keep cruising up to him.
I'll tell you what, this is going to be pretty good for Ocon. I think it's going to work out quite well because we've not really been in any traffic. We've pulled away from that pack quite nicely as well.
Energy is available.
So let's see what he can do. Could do with getting past Perez pretty quickly. And he does manage that. Right. Okay, so he's going to come in this lap. He's going to put on another new set of soft tyres. And this should give him an almighty undercut. So here he goes, and it's going to be Esteban Ocon into the pit lane. We need a perfect pit stop here. Meanwhile, Yuki Tsunoda still trundling along. Very good pit stop for Esteban, and he is through. Back out in 13th place. And now very much needs to be aggressive to get back through the field. Yep, already up to 15th place. Make that 14th and very soon to be 13th. It's very good. VSC is out though. And is that going to give people a chance to
There's been a crash.
catch up? And it's Daniel Ricciardo once again. Let's have a look at what's happened to him.
Here we are then looking at turn 12. Just flies
Just
into that
lost
crash.
it, went into the barrier.
Virtual safety car. Delta positive.
And it's a shame. I think some people, yeah, Sainz and Perez have come into the pits, and that's going to be a disaster for Ocon. Unfortunately. Because now he's down in 8th rather than what would have been probably 2nd.
So VSC ending.
Copy.
Use energy.
Now, I suppose the only good thing that came from that is Tsunoda now up to 2nd.
Pack's on the low side now.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it's almost ruined our race, that, the virtual safety car. If only it had come out a lap later, we'd have been absolutely in the perfect position, but alas, we are not. Now, we know that rain is going to be coming. It's delayed by a couple of laps, so just going to have to keep an eye on that. Oh, what's happened to Tsunoda?
Really bad.
He's just locked up, I think.
Almost ended up to the wall.
I think he's okay.
Okay, keep pushing, keep pushing.
That's okay.
No chance.
Yeah, so Tsunoda loses his positions, which is a bit of a problem, but it could have been worse. Could have been in a barrier, but he's alright. So Ocon back up to 5th. It's a shame because he really was in with a chance of really competing with that top 4 today, but it just doesn't seem to be happening.
Do what you can to keep the tyres cool.
Let's try and use a little bit of ERS to get away from Ocon. From Norris, sorry. We are Ocon.
No energy.
Right. Yeah, we're not far away from pit stop time. Let's get onto the intermediate tyres.
The window is open.
Yeah, Tsunoda's strategy very much not working now. After his lock
Still
up.
coming.
Copy.
We're assuming that rain is going to be coming very, very shortly. Probably within the next couple of minutes.
Yeah, I can see.
And there's the rain.
Yeah, copy.
So Tsunoda's definitely going to be coming in.
Okay, box.
Yeah, copy.
Yeah, I think Ocon we can survive
Set
another
tyre
lap
switch
with.
to enter.
Yep, Ocon's going to come in this lap. And this is going to be the time. So here he comes
Copy.
into the pit lane. Verstappen and Sainz continue on. Alright, Tsunoda out there now will be quite quick. Ocon back out in 7th place, which is a good place to be. And now, in theory, they might take us all the way to the end. Right. Now Verstappen is going to be coming in, but Sainz is staying out there. That's a bit of an interesting one. So Verstappen's in. Russell's got close, but yeah, Sainz is struggling. I think Sainz is going to lose out here. He is struggling out there. He comes into the pits. Oh no, he doesn't. He's still staying out there. Is he trying to brave it out until the wet tyres are going to be needed? I think Leclerc is trying that as well. And well, look at all these cars.
Energy.
And hopefully Ocon's just going to be aggressive and get past all of them here. No, he didn't fancy it apparently. And now we're going to lose out to Kevin Magnussen. This is a disaster. Right, Charles Leclerc's in, as is Sainz. And Sainz has gone for the wet tyres. That's a bold strategy. The rain is coming. And it's going to hit hard. For God's sake.
No energy, bottom of the pack.
Copy.
Get the tyres down now.
Copy that.
People are coming in. So we're going to get Tsunoda in.
Let's attack Magnussen soon. Box.
Right.
Yeah, happy to work.
Yep, everybody coming in now. I think this is the lap.
Magnussen has now stopped.
Well, there we go. Sainz and Perez. No, Sainz is staying out.
Copy.
So let's see where we all end up here. Yeah, Ocon's leaving the pit lane now in 10th place. Just was held up too long, wasn't he? Annoyingly.
Copy.
So Ocon now 10th and Tsunoda 13th. It's all become a bit of a disaster now. The rain is getting worse, but Tsunoda.
You okay?
I don't quite know what's happened there. Let's have a little look.
Right, so this was the 4th corner, with not much room to move. And not
Yeah, it was just a
car.
tiny little clip. I think Tsunoda got the penalty there as well. But he's okay. Amazingly.
Yeah, we're back on low on pack again.
Ocon, meanwhile, is starting to catch up to Charles, but not by a lot. Desperately trying to catch up. But Sergio Perez leading the way at his home Grand Prix. Very impressive. When you consider he's not really been in contention to win anything this season. And now all of a sudden could go and win his first Grand Prix for Mercedes at home in Mexico. That'd be quite amazing, wouldn't it? But at the moment, I'm managing to get close enough to Charles Leclerc here. So they're starting to close in on Albon as well. But there's just no way. Try and push the engine a little bit.
Big shunt. Still maybe debris.
Yeah,
Keep an
there
eye.
has been. Oh, and it was Perez. What's happened? Sergio Perez feeling the pressure, I think. Oh, he's just lost it. And into the wall he goes, and that's going to be the end of that one. That's a real body blow to Sergio Perez. He's going to be caught by... Oh, we've got a virtual safety car now. Now
Oh
I
dear, a
think
crash. There's been a crash.
that was Kevin Magnussen. He's out of qualifying. People are coming in.
Virtual safety car.
I'm putting on intermediate
Keep the delta
tyres
positive.
Yeah, copy.
because, yeah, the rain is getting better. Well, Tsunoda's screwed, isn't he? Right, let's get Ocon in onto intermediates. Is he going to be able to get round in time? I think he is. And then we might as well do the same with Yuki. So Esteban's in. A little bit less chaotic, so as long as we get a good stop, should be okay. Okay, well, Ocon now.
Sorry.
Well, Tsunoda, it's all gone wrong, hasn't it? I mean, he's 13th, to be fair. Somehow.
Track is full.
He only lost 2 positions through us making a silly pit stop there. Right, Ocon now. Let's push till the end of this race. Yeah, we were expecting that rain to be a lot worse than it was. Right. I think we can probably get up to 6th by the end of the race with Ocon.
Track is currently low. Copy.
Now let's see.
Other contact.
Oh, Ocon.
Okay.
Now I'm just looking here.
It's
Possibly
really
Ocon's
annoying.
Part of that. So this is what happened.
So Ocon going down the
Let's have a look as
inside
we go
there.
into turn 4. The
And
cars jostling
yeah,
for
just
position.
loses a bit of front wing, and that's going to be the end of that one.
No energy.
Copy.
This could be the time. He goes down the inside. Almost through. Now, can he have better straight line speed here? Yep, Ocon has passed Lance Stroll. Very good move. Okay, now can he catch up to Oscar Piastri by the end of this race? Tsunoda meanwhile now catching up to Pierre Gasly. Definitely looks like Ocon could catch Piastri by the end of this Grand Prix. 5 laps to go. And Tsunoda has overtaken Gasly. Let's have a little look at how
This one is involving
Yuki got on. It
Tsunoda.
looks like he had a
The opportunity
good run into the
begging to be
first
taken.
turn and then did exactly what Ocon did.
Feedback on the tyres.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's right. He's not far away from the guy.
DRS enabled.
Right, let's get on to some soft tyres with
Okay, so boxing this lap.
Copy.
Tsunoda.
5 laps to go.
Wow.
Wow.
Now, I need to consider here. Look how far back Norris is. Let's go for it. Come on.
Yeah, watch your white line and exit should be clear.
Box, box.
Esteban in. Esteban in.
Copy that.
Damn it! Oh, for God's sake. Oh my God, it's an 11.9 second pit stop. He's down to 9th. It's an absolute disaster for Esteban Ocon. And he's actually going to finish behind Charles Leclerc, which is exactly the opposite of what he wanted.
Careful on the energy.
Copy.
Yeah, we should have just stayed out there, shouldn't we? Yeah, never mind. So Ocon's going to end up finishing in 10th place now. Tsunoda up to 11th. Yeah, big pit stop issues today. Last lap of this race for Max Verstappen. He was surely going to win this Grand Prix. And he does. Oh no, it's Carlos Sainz that wins it in the end. Carlos Sainz wins the Mexican Grand Prix. Verstappen second, Russell third, then Perez, Norris, Piastri, Leclerc, Stroll, Albon, and Ocon finishes
Let's check his flag.
in P10.
Good job.
It looks like Tsunoda's going to finish P11, but well, a bit of a disaster. After starting third and fifth, we finished 10th and 11th. Very, very poor day at the office for us.
Really solid job there, mate. I think you did well.
We come back strong next time. Also, thanks for the factory. Need more.
Not a quick race to sum up, not least for George Russell there.
And third place sees them round off today with a trophy to mark the occasion.
And with that, the Sainz name remains engraved in F1 history.
That sees them double their win tally for this season. They'll be delighted with that.
A carnival atmosphere, as always, for the Mexico City Grand Prix. Now, Karun, no doubt there'll be a lot for the teams to process after that race, but how do you think the Williams team are feeling?
They didn't do too badly today. A pretty respectable outcome as far as they'll be concerned. But they need to keep pushing. They can't afford to sit back.
And that's it from us all here in Mexico City.
Coming up in the next round is the Sao Paulo Grand Prix as we head to Brazil. Join us next time at Interlagos.
Well, you have to say a real disaster, I think. It has to be said. Oh, well, into the Drivers' Championship, Max Verstappen now 148 points ahead of Charles Leclerc. There's certainly no way that he's not winning the championship. Ocon, missed opportunity today, but never mind, it is what it is. Yuki Tsunoda, no points for him. Into the Constructors then, we only gain the 1 point, meaning we're now just 56 points ahead of Ferrari. It is quite possible that we're going to lose out to Ferrari for second in the championship, which would be a real disaster. Somehow we still had the best pit stop of the lot, but that 12-second pit stop, that was really quite dreadful, wasn't it? You know, 2 poor pit stops as well for Yuki Tsunoda. And okay, we came through the pits a hell of a lot today, but that was not good, and I think we should be very much ashamed of what's happened there. Side pods have come through quite nicely. We can get that sorted out. Things have failed inspection as well. It's all gone a little bit wrong, but we've got the Brazilian Grand Prix next time, so everything's going to be fine. Then we've got Las Vegas, and then we finish off this season in Abu Dhabi. If you've enjoyed that, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.